Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, this is actually like an extremely good update that we are now seeing Sony going and sending out to people, which in all honesty could be the big answer towards Game Pass. Now we're going to talk about this because this is actually something I myself would 100%, 1,000,000% would love to go utilize, and 1,000,000,000% think it's a feature that Sony should really go and green light to even more people. But as of right now, we have the first initial impressions on what this is called. It's basically called the Game Trials. And as I mentioned, it's a brand new feature that's kind of been making its way, being sent out to some people to go and test out and try. And overall, I want to hear your thoughts on this, especially in this video, because this actually could be a really big feature for Sony and the PlayStation 5. We'll also cover up a little baby bit more news too, as well, a bit of GTA news and Battlefield 2042 news. But overall, this is the big topic of today, and I am so happy to get to report this because this has been one of the biggest things that I keep on pressing on my YouTube community, on my just in general, that Sony needs to compete with Game Pass. Now, they also have a lot of really cool games by themselves, and that's kind of where they want to put their business model towards making really good games and having you buy those really good games. But I think we can all collectively agree that Game Pass is a very good deal in gaming. So more competition and more options is always better. So as well, if you guys are brand new, before we fully dive on in, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for our brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. And of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free mine. Just instantly go and sell it, make some free bucks. And Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. And without further ado, smash that like button, because hopefully, if you guys are PS5 fans, Sony fans like me, you guys are probably like this feature and all that good stuff. So let's go and talk about it. So as of right now, Sony is now introducing a brand new feature called Game Trials, which basically lets you go and now try PlayStation 5 games for a limited time, and you get to play them for literally free. Does that sound anything like a little bit like Game Pass? I mean, a little bit. Game Pass is still fundamentally a little bit different, but overall, this is definitely a step in the right direction and definitely seems very cool. So basically, Sony, as of now, this is kind of making its way throughout the internet, has sent out waves of emails that is introducing a brand new feature for PlayStation 5 owners called Game Trials. Starting today, the firm is giving PlayStation 5 owners a chance to then go and download certain first-party titles and then try them out for free of charge for a limited time. As of right now, kind of like they're just doing a very initial standing offering. It's only for 2 games as of right this second, because I mean, they're just honestly, just truly testing this out right now for Death Stranding Director's Cut, which literally just came out, which is a major thumbs up for me, because this is actually a game that people would want to go and play and would want to go and download and would want to go and check out. And if you want us to go and use things like your own kind of Game Pass competitive type thing, like feature like this, you have to have games that people actually want. You have to have things that people like would be down to try out and test out. And if you give us random games from like 2014, I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're awesome. I've played a lot of good games, especially back in the day. But if you really want to go and drive and get more people actually on your platform and all this, the newer, the better. And I think all of you guys would agree. And as well, after Death Stranding, they also do have Sackboy: A Big Adventure. So basically, let me go kind of give you guys the email run talk. The fine print within the email explains that in order to activate a game trial, you'll need to head over to the PlayStation Store and select the trial option that's labeled for free. Now, granted, this is not out for everyone yet. I believe this is only for that very small population of people testing it out. But of course, if the testing goes good, usually you do see these features kind of more make its way towards pretty much everyone, or as at least something maybe a nice benefit for PS Plus. So basically, you just have to go and find the trial option that is labeled as for free. Death Stranding Director's Cut will offer 6 hours of playtime, while Sackboy: A Big Adventure has a 5-hour trial. So here's like let me go talk about this before we get to the next line, because I'm sure you guys could already read this and you're like, oh no, this is like where I think a lot of the comments in this video are going to probably be talked about. But I think that's awesome. Mainly for me, I'm a Twitch streamer. I do a lot of Twitch stuff. So for me, if there's a game that I'm like, I'm not really sure if I really am going to like it or not, I think a perfect example would be Returnal. Although Returnal's not on this list, if in the future that was a feature, I would have loved to have had Returnal, try it out for a few hours, see if I like it, see if my friends like it, see if there's any issues or bugs. And guess what? I probably would have played the game, had a chance to kind of get involved in the game, the ecosystem of the game itself, and I most likely would have bought the game because it was a cool game. It was a cool trial. But of course, I'm sure you guys have seen that game itself. there was a potential. It could have been bad, it could have been good. It was looking good at first impression, but that's the perfect example of what I mean. That these types of games with trials or even Death Stranding, we kind of have a chance to kind of just get yourself in the first 2 hours, 3 hours. It's a little bit of a controversial game, but the fact that you get to go and try it out just means the world. And I really like this. I would use this. I would use this all the time, especially for new games if they somehow had a trial for it. And I do think, and if you guys want to leave your comments and thoughts down below, if you're able to go and try a trial, I think that usually does go and drive more sales. Even for me, if I'm watching like a YouTube video or a Twitch streamer or something like that, a lot of the times those will be the people I'll watch for 20 minutes, 30 minutes and see if there's any bugs, if the frame rate's good, if the game seems cool, if the chat is enjoying it, and then kind of gets you kind of experience the game itself. So I think this is awesome. I think this is a really cool feature. Leave a comment down below if you guys would like this. But of course, whenever there's always a feature, there's always that one negative that gets tied on in. And this one is, and this is kind of dumb too as well, the timer starts as soon as you trigger the download. So make sure you've got some time to spare. Otherwise, you'll have wasted the opportunity. Okay, that to me, like if they could just get rid of that, as long as they can get rid of that, that's all we need to be perfect. So, I mean, I think the big issue on this is that some people are on Wi-Fi. Some people just don't have good internet. Some people maybe just, they just don't have like 1,000 download that can download a game like this. I know my internet can also be spotty too as well, or also even sometimes cut out. So what happens if I start the download and it just takes 3 hours to download? I'm sure some people will be like, well, tough cookies, but it really is kind of annoying because at the end of the day, if it's a trial, I actually want to be able to go use the trial hours. So, I mean, I feel like there's not that much to kind of change them or stop them from just whenever the game is done downloading, as soon as you press play. I'd also personally be okay if they even made the hours less, like made a Death Stranding maybe 6 hours or 3 hours instead of 6. If it takes that long to go and download, depending on the game. But I mean, you guys know what I mean. I'm sure you can work around a perfect number for it. And I think that's been the one critique a lot of people have been having to as well. Or even number one, even comments from this guy. 5 hours from starting the download. It's going to take me 6 hours to download it too as well. And pretty much anyone who just has really bad internet speeds over here. But of course, this is actually, in my opinion, if they added a lot more games or got first party games or even just nice indie games for trials or more additional things like PS Plus, it really does make the PS Plus subscription a lot better, or even PS Now. And overall, I think it's kind of a cool idea. So, as well too, accounts are limited to just one game trial of each game. Since game trials are limited to PlayStation 5 titles, the PS4 version of Sackboy Big Adventure doesn't qualify for this free test. You progress, save data, and trophies will also be carrying over to the full game, which I think they rightfully should you choose to buy either title after the game trial expires. The game trials for Death Stranding, Director's Cut, and Sackboy, A Big Adventure are still available until midnight on the 28th of October 21st. So let me know if you guys think this is actually a cool idea as well. I would love this, and I think it's actually a very good competition towards Game Pass. Game Pass still is a little bit better, but this is just a very early stage testing of these features, and I love it because these are actually games I myself would play. And I also just want to throw some really nice little fun news over here that's been kind of floating around. That Battlefield is actually having a really good anti-cheat, where basically the Battlefield 2042 bans will be permanent across all platforms and without warning, which I love seeing this. I'm always a big fan of whenever games take their actual cheaters very seriously. We've seen a lot of issues with that as of recently with Call of Duty. And overall, it can kind of ruin games if cheaters are running rampant everywhere. No one wants to play games against cheaters. No one wants to deal with this type of stuff. And I do really enjoy the fact that Battlefield 2042 is taking this seriously as well. One kind of big thing too is the fact that I am so excited and I cannot wait to go and play Battlefield. I can't wait to make videos on it. Overall, it's just going to be a phenomenal time, and I hope you guys are excited for it. And I do feel like a lot of these small changes they keep on including are overall, in my opinion, pretty good. So major thumbs to that. And as well as some little quick news too. The GTA Remastered Trilogy is reportedly set for November's release too as well. As of right now, this is not fully confirmed as of so far, but I think a lot of folks keep on seeing the leaks and seeing all this information that basically the GTA Remastered Trilogy is coming extremely soon. And I myself have been kind of watching this kind of closely because I do think this will be a very fun time experience, and especially with us being able to utilize this on next gen, I'm extremely hyped up for it. But that's about it for this video. I just extremely hyped up for that nice little Sony news. Make sure you guys leave your thoughts, all that stuff down below. As well, if any of you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. And of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Just go and do it, instantly sell it. And Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. As always, link down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for existing. Love you guys.